You can click around on these. The URL changes, the form changes. The new note button no longer works, so let's fix that. Yeah.
In the note form file, wherever the new component will receive props, if there's no notes and you're trying to string, it doesn't work.
Trying to do toString on which thing? Out here, if there's nothing in there? Yeah, true. So, have you ever done this trick where you put or on the right side of an assignment? So like this. You ever done that? So when you do an or, if the thing on the left side of the or, to the left of the two bars, is truthy, it'll stop looking. It won't even check the other side because or is already true, right? So it will just return that one. It doesn't return true. It actually returns that value. So if match params ID is there, this will just assign it to new ID. If it's not there, though, it will evaluate the right side of the or and assign instead an empty string. You can call toString on an empty string. You cannot call toString on null or undefined, which was the problem before, right? We could use the same trick down here. Const note equals new props dot notes square bracket I or this dot blank note. Then we don't have to check if note. Because if I'm trying to look for notes square bracket -1, it's not going to be there, right? But I could just set it to blank note if that's the case. So now if we take the ID back out of the URL, I don't get an error. It's just blank, right? So heck, we're talking about this thing being broken. What could it do? What should we change it to do? How about it just change the URL back to /notes with no ID? We just saw that that works. You can just change this back to /notes, and the form's empty again. That seems easy. Seems easier than what we're doing now. So that's in sidebar. Here it is. Got href /notes. So that's already what this link goes to, but we have this on click that prevents default. So, and it calls reset current note, but current note no longer is even tied to the form, so that's useless. So it seems like we could just replace this A with a link. Now, should it be link or nav link? Just link this time. We're not going to make this button appear differently if you're on a blank note than when you're not. It's a button that does something, even if we make it a link. So how about we import link from React Router DOM. So where this manual link is now, I'm just going to stick in link to /notes. And I'll go ahead and put this class name on there because that's how we style it. So I'll leave that. Then I can get rid of this opening A tag, and I'll get rid of this closing A tag and replace it with closing link tag. Now what's going to be on the page is still an A href ultimately. So it's going to replace it with something very similar in the markup. I suppose I'll put this on multiple lines. Don't need the on-click anymore. So the on-click before was doing reset current note. I don't need that anymore. I'm going to take reset current note out of my prop list here, which means I don't need to pass it there from main. So sidebar, reset current note, don't need it anymore. Now I'm just passing in sign out. Does it work? Yep. Piece of cake. We fixed the button. Fix the new note. button. Questions?